Welcome to Don't IEP Alone, the only podcast dedicated to helping parents navigate the IEP process and hosted by a special education advocate. Your host has been attending IEP meetings for over a decade and has helped thousands of parents go from an IEP rookie to an IEP all-star. Be prepared to learn tips that will be a total game changer for you as a parent advocate and, most importantly, your child's outcomes. Partnered with the award-winning Blog a Day in Our Shoes, you'll be confident, knowledgeable, and actually looking forward to your next IEP meeting. Don't IEP alone. Get ready. Here's your host, from suburban Philadelphia, Lisa Leitner.
Hey there, friends. Thank you for tuning in and welcome back. We are taking a walk through an IEP. In the previous podcast, I went over a few little ins and outs of what you should make sure is correct and accurate on your cover sheet. Today, we're just going to move into the signature page. This one will be shorter. It's just a signature page or an attendance sheet. However, there's a few little things you should probably know. One is that I've never seen on a blank IEP, and I just looked up several states. A question I get a lot is who is supposed to come to an IEP meeting? And IDEA has very clearly defined that. And every blank IEP that I've seen has those roles or positions listed on a blank IEP. So it's, of course, the parent has to be invited, the regular ed teacher, the special ed teacher, and the LEA. So again, if you're wondering who needs to come to an IEP meeting, it really should be clearly listed on your IEP. Also, on the Pennsylvania IEP, it lists the people who are required to be invited to the meeting once the child is transition age. And I don't believe every state requires this. So you'll have to look up your state regs for this. But in Pennsylvania, if career and tech ed is needed or a community agency, something like that. I shouldn't say they're required to be invited. I don't want to misspeak. They are required, I think, to be considered. Like the team has to look at this and say, is career or tech ed or VOTech appropriate to consider for this child? Is this child going to need support from community agencies? So it's just nice that it's on the attendance sheet as a reminder that they should be invited. Also, for the states who recognize gifted and gifted IEPs, most often they require a teacher of the gifted to be in attendance. So you want to take a look at that, see if your state recognizes gifted, if your child is in fact gifted, and see if they're on there. About the attendance sheet, when parents get nervous about going to an IEP meeting and they're like, oh, I know they're going to ask for this, and do I have to agree to this, and do I have to do that? At the actual IEP meeting, the only thing you really need to sign is the attendance sheet and the form saying that you received procedural safeguards, if you haven't already signed that. I think when some parents feel backed into a corner, and I think that they're feeling ganged up on, feeling powerless. I've had a few parents say, well, I'm not even signing the attendance sheet. There's nothing to be gained by taking a stance like that, except that you're going to appear uncooperative. Should you find yourself in due process down the road, it's not going to look good to the hearing officer that you weren't even willing to sign an attendance sheet, that you were at a meeting. There's nothing they can do with it's just an attendance sheet. That's all it is. It's not, you're not agreeing to anything. It's just an attendance sheet. So sign it. The other piece of the attendance sheet that I often have had to do, and it's not fun. It's definitely stepping out of your comfort zone for some people because it's confrontational. And that is, if your IEP meeting is a game of musical chairs and people are coming and going, particularly if it's a contentious situation, I make note of it on the attendance sheet. And I have absolutely, in the middle of meetings, reached up, grabbed the sheet from the middle of the table, looked at the clock, and, put, entered late, 1:40 p.m., left early, 1:40 p.m., next to that person's signature. But this was in kind of extreme cases in where parent concerns weren't being taken seriously. The team wasn't being particularly cooperative. And they were just finding 5 or 10 minutes to jet in and out of the room and just say their 2 cents. If someone is a relevant team member, then, you need to be there. I realize that it's a work day. They have other students and caseloads and things like that. But if it's something that really needs to be discussed in their presence, then postpone the meeting until they can meet, or adjourn the meeting, or do an addendum with just say you and the LEA and that particular team member. But at a certain point, I feel parents deserve better, to be treated better than a game of musical chairs during an IEP meeting. It just kind of, and you only have to do it once, usually. If I do that trick where I pick up the attendance sheet and start noting who's coming late and leaving early, generally it doesn't happen again. So it gets a lot of raised eyebrows when it happens, but you know what? It is what it is. Again, I'm there to do that for my clients because I think that they deserve to be treated better. You wouldn't accept it from any other profession. If I was getting my hair cut, I wouldn't I'm going to go get a slice of pizza. I'll be right back. No, you don't, it's not okay. So that's something on the attendance sheet. The other thing is that you can always ask for a copy of it, or just tell them, hey, I don't need a copy of this. I'm just going to take a picture of it. And you just take a picture of it with your phone. I do that more often than not these days, since the invention of smartphones. We don't have to ask people to go to a different room and make a copy anymore. So that's the attendance sheet, right? And you thought it was just a boring old attendance sheet. But it's not. There's more to it than that. So this was a short one. And tune in next time. We're going to go over a little bit on procedural safeguards and medical assistance and signing those pages. So I will talk to you then. And thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening to the Don't IEP Alone podcast. No parent should have to IEP alone. And with a day in our shoes, you don't have to. For more IEP assistance and letter templates, visit adayinourshoes.com. For ongoing assistance and support, follow our Facebook page and group.
off on my road, but today's the day that I meet you, my baby. Hope you're going to stay.
It's gonna be okay, gonna make my day. Go my way, it's gonna be okay, gonna make my day. It's gonna be okay, gonna make my day. Go my way, it's gonna be okay, gonna make my day. Go my way, it's go my way. Go my way, it's go my way. It's go my way.